right? So Pete, you want to share with the people how you actually got here, and why is it that now that you are here, this is something that you have total satisfaction on doing because you found that path that gives you that passion, that fulfillment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for the introduction. You know, it's interesting. As a storyteller, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Everyone's interested in that aha story, that aha moment. So my background is in marketing. I've worked as, CMO, high tech, my whole career. And my career started out in Spain, actually. So I learned, the high tech business in Spanish and came back to the States, came back to California, where I'm from, Silicon Valley, and had to relearn it in English, so to speak. But what happened and where I pivoted from corporate America is that I was part of this executive speaking circuit. And it was really funny because,
Okay.
executive professional speaking circuits, these are the big dogs in the industry, like some of the people probably on this call and your audience and people that go to you for financial advice and whatnot. People were very successful. But the ironic part about that is I kept hearing them wondering, what's next? What's next for me? And I didn't understand this, and I thought they were very successful. What could they be wanting? What's next? But and it all came to fruition one time, like it fell on me like a ton of bricks because we just gotten off the stage. I was talking to this, high-powered executive, high-powered individual, and I told him, "Fantastic job, you nailed it." I put my hands up to high five him, and I said, "You should do this full time." Like go on speaking and talk to people and teach people and, create their leadership tree. And I'm waiting for him to high five me and his shoulder slumped. And he goes, I'd love to do that. I just wouldn't even know where to start. Like I literally wouldn't know where to start, but that would be my dream. And he sauntered off to the bar, I think, somewhere. It was only 9 a.m, so hopefully not. But that's a little that story. But literally, Philip, it was a minute later, 30 seconds later, a long 30 seconds, like, oh my God, I have the solution. I know exactly what he needs to do. This guy has all this information, but it's on Post-its, it's on PowerPoint, it's on one-on-one peer reviews and all these things. And he just needs to consolidate it into his masterpiece, which is where the book idea started. Get it in a book.
Okay.
And as a marketing guy, I like to repurpose that across different platforms because now we have the book, his blood, sweat, and tears, and we could turn it into social posts. We could turn it into blogs. We could turn it into videos. We could turn it into keynote addresses. We could turn it into courses. So then I splice and dice that into a branding machine for these guys. And so that's what I did. I wrote about in my book, which was a bestseller,